Oh, that time it hit him. I don't know what was different about that. Okay. And there we go. That's the final boss of LostWinds Winter of the Melodias. King, this is important. You better stand up. Okay, not much I can do about that. And, oh, look at that. The Melodia people are unfrozen. Does this mean the curse is broken? Oh, but, you know, Toku has only got one thing on his mind. That's why he's running like that. That's why any boy would be running like that, you know? Excuse me. It's all that ginger ale. Ginger ale's like all I've been drinking the last 2 days. Mother! And just like that, Toku and Magdi are reunited. And there's the emotional punch of this game. So, speaking of games with emotional punch, I've been watching Nintendo Capri Sun's Let's Play of Mother 3, which that Let's Play alone is like 10 years old by now. I don't know how old Mother 3 is, but I don't know, I'm used to the fact that games are pretty old these days. I don't know, I love this game. This game is just such a perfect... It's got such a perfect, beautiful environment and a lovely little story contained within it. I mean, it's not too story heavy, it's mostly exploration heavy, and it doesn't rely on any sort of cheap difficulty. The concept is original. It's like a sort of Metroidvania 2D platformer. And there's River-N. And very weird musical transition. Alright, well, I've got one more thing to show you before this LP is done and over, and that's with every 3, is it 3? Let's see, 6 times 4 is 24, so it's every 2 Melodia statues that you earn. And I'm rotating this model of Toku using the nunchuck, so you can do different stuff, and zooming in and out with the control stick. And you can read these little character bios. So I am going to read all of these character bios for your viewing pleasure. And then we can say, but yeah, this is easily in my top 5 video games of all time. I'm not sure, but it's definitely a meaningful game to me, and I'm glad I had the chance to replay it. And if you guys stuck through this LP to the end, thank you very much for doing that, because that means a lot to me. And I'll see you in the other LPs that I do on this channel. So thank you for watching. Alright, Toku is kind-hearted and warm-spirited. He loves to play and is always ready to face a new adventure. Born and raised in the sleepy village of Homeset, Toku's life took a sudden and dramatic turn when he met Enril, the ancient spirit of the wind. Notea. Famed for his encyclopedic knowledge of all things Mistralis, no one knows more about this mysterious island than Notea. Well versed in spirit lore, Notea has often been of great help to Enril and Toku on their quest to restore Enril's power. Deo, there's Dumbledore himself. Deo was in charge of caring for Toku whilst his mother, Magdi, was off exploring the farthest regions of Mistralis. After having his memories returned to him, Deo was revealed to be one of the ancient spirits. Magdi, Toku's mother, shares the same unquenchable curiosity as her good friend Notea, and has become a seasoned explorer in her own right. Her son is the most important person in the world to her, and she will stop at nothing to ensure his protection. Smith. I like how he has an invisible table there. An old friend of Magdi's, Smith now lives a reclusive life in the sleepy village of Summer Falls. Once no stranger to adventure, Smith now prefers to live his life quietly, tending to his fire and mending various broken objects for the local villagers. Magmok, look at that huge guy. Magmok is an ancient guardian of Mistralis, who lives within the land's deep caves. In gratitude for Toku and Enril freeing him, he agrees to help the pair search for Toku's mother. Magmok and others like him were responsible for the excavation of the great mines which run below the surface of Mistralis. Imagine having Magmok as your personal trainer. It's like, I don't waste time training you so that you can go eat donuts. Chief Akumo. Look at those horns, man. Chief of the Alawa people, Akumo is a brave yet cautious leader, a kindly humanitarian who will go to great lengths to ensure his people's protection. Stumbling upon the sickly and frail body of Magdi, he does not hesitate to take her into his care, providing food and shelter as she struggles to fight off a deadly curse. Mama Malu. Mama Malu is one of the most caring and considerate members of the Alawa tribe. She prides herself on always keeping a tidy cave and making sure her family are well fed and looked after. Have you tried her Kalarab stew? If you don't know what a Kalarab is, you'll find out soon enough. For years, the Alawa people have disguised themselves as ferocious snow monsters to allow themselves to remain undisturbed in their mountaintop home. Living as a tight-knit community, the Alawa enjoy a peaceful existence in one of the coldest regions of Mistralis. Alright, Sante, the bear. The people of Mistralis have long spoken of the great spirit Sante, one of the many spirits who fled from Balazar to live amongst the mortal world. Capable of changing the very seasons themselves. Reminds me of a little indie game on Steam called Seasons After Fall. But this game is better. No, I don't know, it's different. Taking the form of a bear, she has spent many years hibernating within the caves of Summer Falls. Val. Sounds like a, I don't know, somebody from It's a Wonderful Life or something. I don't know. A keen gardener and lover of nature. I like the holly on her hat. Val can usually be found tending to her various plants, fruits, and vegetables. Strong-willed, dependable, and vivacious, Val cooks the best apple pie in the village. Alright, good for you. Abe. It looks a little bit like Abe Lincoln. I don't know. Look at those funky sideburns. Lazy doesn't begin to describe Abe, who can be relied upon to be up to date with the very best gatepost gossip from the village, as long as he doesn't have to travel far to get it. Clara, what a lovely name. Carefree and endlessly enthusiastic, Clara was well accustomed to the idyllic Summer Falls lifestyle. Imagine her disquiet then when her sunny paradise was beset by an eternal winter. Atticus and Oswald. This crazy old man and his duck. Gotta love it. The bond between man and duck has rarely been stronger than between Atticus and his best friend Oswald. Peculiar yet friendly, Atticus likes nothing more than to spend his days fishing in the afternoon sun. If he isn't off in search of his mischievous feathered friend, that is. I like how, I don't know, they don't need to draw any attention to it, but none of these villagers are, well, white, you know. They're kind of this tan kind of people, and yet they don't need to specify what race or anything they are. It's just kind of, you know, it's nice. I don't know what I was gonna say about that, but here are the Glorbs, the cat-like goofy enemy, this game's equivalent of Goombas almost. The Glorbs were created from Balazar's dark decay, sent forth to carry out his evil bidding. Born mischief makers, Glorbs come in various shapes and sizes, and will use any means available to make themselves more threatening. Although simple by nature, the Glorbs are a dangerous foe. But this bio doesn't explain how they learned to speak Spanish, because they're clearly saying mañana throughout the game. Anyway, that's just my theory. These Glorbs are born of the elemental power of fire. They are impervious to flame attacks, and in order to prevail, you must seek some way of extinguishing their internal furnace. Infused with the elemental power of water, these Glorbs are at home in and around ponds and pools. Try using fire to make them vulnerable to Enril's powers. Garbs, large in stature, Garbs are by no means more intelligent than their smaller Glorb counterparts. Garbs have a thick skin, which makes them almost invulnerable, and some truly revolting habits which make them almost unbearable, that's for sure. So now this is kind of just enemy bios and stuff. Squawks, forming crude wings from leaves and plants, the Glorbs were able to take to the skies as squawks, The squawk is both aggressive and persistent in combat. Alright, this is a Calarab. Glorbs have been known to camouflage themselves beneath rocks as Calarabs. Although they attack only when disturbed, they are formidable fighters nonetheless. Thank you very much. Melodias, yay! The peaceful Melodia people were some of the earliest inhabitants of Mistralis. They would spend most of their days singing and working in harmony to build much of the grand architecture that now lies in ruin around the region. The secret to their sudden disappearance is said to lie within their long-since deserted city. The ancient ruler of the Melodias took it upon himself to go in search of the spirits after their sudden disappearance. Upon discovering the fate of his people at the hands of Riveran, he retreated to a cavern somewhere in the Alawa Mountains. There he is. A shy but friendly Melodia, Riveran was once in charge of keeping the palace gardens. One fateful day he stumbled upon a curious-looking object in a cavern below the city's surface. Twisted by the will of the evil spirit Balazar, Riveran was responsible for cursing the Melodia people by turning them to stone. Yay, mother and child. Just in time for Christmas, no less. Summer restored, curses removed, and evil banished. The happiest part of this story, though, is surely the reunion between a mother and her son, a perfect moment, and an all too brief respite from the struggle against Balazar. That's it for LostWinds Winter of the Melodias. LostWinds Winter of the Melodias. I highly encourage you all to play this game on your own. I hope this LP has encouraged you to do just that. So peace. See you all next time.